to since my kids were little. It's been around for over 10 years, but you feel very comfortable there. The decor is beautiful. If you want to go in and have a cupcake, or if you want to go in and have breakfast, you can have a meetup group there. You see lots of mothers showing up with their children. Previously, before COVID, you just feel comfortable. So whether you want to be alone to do work or you want to be there with friends, it is the place to be. They have a fun book swap. If you have a book you want to donate, you can donate it and take another book there in exchange. So lots of fun things, and just a great environment. And I absolutely love Grocery Outlet, which is up in the Highlands. It
Mhm.
is the place to be. It is truly expanding since COVID. They are getting great bargains there. They always had great bargains, but a lot of times as a family, we're a little bit hesitant to spend, on things because you're not necessarily sure about it.
Sure.
Maybe it's not in the budget, but with Grocery Outlet, it gives you the opportunity to try some of the things that you've seen. And they have something for everyone, really, whether it's wine, meats, appetizers, salads. You can find it up in Grocery Outlet, and they constantly have new things coming. So I highly recommend the one up in the Highlands. It's a fun place.
Wow.
Is that their only location, or do they have multiple?
They are normally individually owned, but that is the location that I recommend
Gotcha.
going
Okay.
to because we
Cool.
know that one very well. Yeah, it's like a little treasure hunt in there. You go in there
Oh
and you're
yeah.
just amazed at the things. You can Christmas shop, you can buy
Sure.
dinner, you can go in. They even have wine tasting. So it's,
Fun.
now that she's 21, we can
Tomorrow.
we can do that. That's another
Tomorrow.
family thing. Yeah. So just lots
Technically
lots
midnight.
of fun. It is a lot of fun. I would strongly recommend it.
Wow.
Wow. That you ladies did your homework.
Oh, and we enjoy doing it.
I frequent many of the places on your list, and I think after all the years I've been here and doing them, you taught me something
Oh, that's wonderful.
about that. A lot of times I might buzz into Common Ground and not realize that they have that book swap. And
Oh, yes, yes, they've had that for years. And
yeah,
that's what we're hoping to do with the blog too, is just not only introduce different businesses, but maybe bring something to the forefront that maybe you haven't known before.
well, ladies, you've done your homework, and that was fantastic. I think that those businesses should be showing you a lot of love right now.
Oh, we love them.
Yeah. So actually, I wanted to talk about your logo. Is that something new?
Yeah, I actually just remade it after we've been working on this for about 5-6 months. We took some time and sat down and really wanted to hone in more closely on, there's so many things in Renton, right? So like what exactly are we focusing on? Just saying businesses in general is really broad. And especially with the duality between what we're each focused on. We just wanted to make sure we had like a more concise look. My name is Paris, obviously her name is Swanee. So that's how we ended up with the swan and the Eiffel Tower.
I had to explain that to Jennifer. She struggled with the logo, and I said, "Well, it's their names," and
Yes.
then she
And
went, "Oh."
and when he did that, it was like a ton of bricks, and this light came on.
Yeah.
Terrific.
I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's
you
good.
can see a little bit of each of us in the logo. I think she did a great job.
Yeah.
He's genius. That is genius. And you know what? It made me notice it and stand out because I'm reading the title, Renton and Beyond blog. But I see this logo and I'm like, I'm missing. And then I'm like, Swanee, Paris. Well, Dave did help me out. Sometimes
Yeah.
the elevator doesn't go all the way up, lady.
That's okay.
But I just admire that, and it's fantastic. It's gorgeous. So
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
kudos to you on that.
Did you
Oh,
design
there
it
you
yourself?
go.
Did you design the logo yourself?
I did. Yeah, I used some online software, but yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm discovering her talents even more. I love it.
I think one of the best things is not just for the love that you have for the business, but the love that you show to each other and your ability to still, work and achieve the same goal, knowing that you're working from different levels and learning, just throwing caution to the wind and saying, we're going to do this. I mean, I admire you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you
Well,
so much.
it's an inspiration.
Yeah, we each have our strengths, so it's kind of
right.
nice to. I know when to step back, and hopefully she knows when to step back, and then together we can make something great for the community.
Well, I think that
I love the plan. I'm excited to see you execute it. I think it's great.
you're well on your way. That's for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate
done
it.
with a lot of class and a lot of positivity, and that is something that we could certainly use that right now for sure.
Great.
That's true. Thank you.
I have one comment to make because I did read some of your blogs, and I did like your last one that Paris did on your university from my bedroom.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
your I read them and laughed apply to people who are working from home today. It's not just students. Like you can join the class from anywhere in the world. Absolutely. I'm sure Jen could work from her camper in the middle of the woods. And I really like your professor can't see you scrolling through TikTok, which applies for like
oddly
me.
specific,
like,
huh?
Yeah, I love it. Like the same rules apply. Like, you know, hey, it's business up top, party down below. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know,
That's
so
right.
I think it applies across the board. It's a fantastic job. I've really enjoyed it.
Oh,
I appreciate
that's great. Yeah, put a little humor in it.
Yeah,
And we all need that nowadays.
absolutely.
We really do.
Absolutely. So
Absolutely.
great job. Keep it up.
Great job.
Thank you.
So just to reiterate, it's Renton and Beyond blog, and I believe you have an Instagram too.
Yeah, Mare and Pear.
There, why don't you say that one more time?
Mare and Pear, MERE and Pear, which stands for Mom in Paris.
I love it. All right. So if you're out there, Renton, look them up and get a little bit of lightheartedness with their blogs and their kind ways that they are celebrating our little city and making a big difference.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you for
thank
having
you
us
so
on.
much.
Yeah, we are grateful to have you. Hopefully we'll catch up with you soon and keep following that blog, and you'll do some inspiring and we'll do some sharing. How's that?
Sounds perfect.
Sounds great.
All right, ladies. Well, you have a great time at Philly Nails. I'm a little.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Have a good night. Fun.
Dave, come on. That was good stuff, right?
Yeah,
That was so genuine. We're
Indeed.
loving that. I
Yeah.
love it.
I like it.
I do. But we have an action-packed show.
Yes.
I don't know if we're going to get chocolate pretzels, but I do know our next guest, he is Monty Simpson, and he is a traveling chocolatier. He owns a traveling chocolate company.
Cool.
Believe that?
Let's do it.
Monty is loading on. Oh, I see a pumpkin. Oh, there he is.
Spooky season.
I'm
Monty.
loving it. Hi, Monty. His audio is connecting. There he is.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening to you.
You're
How are
looking festive and dapper.
I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to figure out why I don't have my other. Okay.
Hey, you know, we just roll with the punches.
We do.
No, it's on my other picture here.
Uh-oh.
Zoom meeting. Okay. What's going on?
And, just as an FYI, your light is now pointed at us. If you can maybe, hey.
Sorry.
No, you're great. No
Well,
problem.
welcome everyone. I don't know why I can't get my other camera to work here, but that's okay. My name's Monty Simpson. I am the ringmaster of the Traveling Chocolate Company.
Fun.
We've been in business for 10 years. I was a candy maker out in Issaquah at Bohm's Candies for about 27 years. I was able to retire and then start teaching. So I am Renton's only itinerant teacher of candy making. And I visit retirement communities. I visit elementary schools, summer camps, birthday parties. I bring the joy of candy making to you. I come with a little red wagon, and it's full of cocoa pods and cocoa beans and a story of chocolate and history and trivia.
Wow.
Trivia such as exactly, did you know that chocolate was first used while the mammoth and the woolly rhinoceros were still tromping around in North America? Chocolate started in the little Yucatan Peninsula down in Mexico. The Ice Age had pushed the warm weather into just a narrow band, and it was the Olmec Indians 25,000 years ago that started using chocolate. So this evening, what I'd like to show you is I'd like to show you a modified version of a fondant, a marshmallow fondant that is wonderful to use as a center in dipping chocolate. You can also use it to make nifty little decorations. You can use it to decorate cakes. It's the very same type of fondant that you'll buy in the stores, or you'll see the cake makers making their fabulous shows. So what I'm going to do over here, and this is my mad scientist room. Now I told you this is a modified version. So this version of marshmallow fondant starts with marshmallows, and that would be 8 ounces of marshmallows. It's 1 pound of powdered sugar.
Okay, perfect. Look at it go.
And Karo syrup, light syrup, 1/3 of a cup. Now you put all that into your blender or your food processor. You mix it up. You can add flavors. You can add your flavors or your food coloring even when you mix it, or later by hand. If you don't add anything, what you'll get is you'll get a white lump of fondant. Looks like this, very similar to all the other fondants that you see. And then you can, if you'd like, break up the smaller, make it into smaller batches and color it by hand. So what I did was I pinched it off into 4 different colors, or 4 different portions, colored 3 of them with red and yellow and black, and was able to create some fancy little pumpkins here. And I got my buddy here. This is my googly-eyed skull that I made. So really, you can just let your imagination run wild. It's very simple. It makes a wonderful center to be dipped in chocolate. That will be an episode for later in the year, perhaps. We can do that. I'd love to come back. This has been a lot of fun.
So Monty, it's hard and it's been a while, but I actually had you teach some classes at the Renton Community Center.
That's right. I did. That was early on.
That was early on, and I don't think that you've aged a day. So
thank you very much.
The enthusiasm and the love of candy making. So why don't you just kind of give us an overview quickly, if you don't mind, of what kind of classes that you offer and what Monty and his traveling chocolate company really do.
Oh, this is wonderful. I like I said, I get to travel around to retirement communities and summer camps. And in the retirement communities, I mean, I really have discovered over the years that anyone, regardless of age or ability, is able to participate in this activity, because it is such a wonderful activity. I've had blind candy makers come up to me and tell me this is the best event that they've ever had. As soon as we get out of this phase 2 and get further on down the road of the pandemic, I will start my classes back up at River Valley Cheese, where we offered a variety of classes for young, for adults, and then we also had just started a wine tasting candy making class.
Perfect.
Which looked to be quite smashing, but then we got shut down right away. So I'm looking forward to coming back and doing those.
Have you taught at River Valley Cheese before, or is this something?
Yes. I've worked with Christy for about 3 years now.
Oh,
wonderful.
fantastic.
I was able to work with her out in Issaquah when she was out there, and then I was very excited when I walked by and saw this big window that said River Valley Cheese, and that was a wonderful surprise. And so we've been able to do classes there. We kind of search around the area and do classes. We were doing some classes up in Duval for a while. Most of the classes involve a PowerPoint, which shows the history of chocolate and how it's made. And then the whole time I'm spouting all kinds of fun trivia, such as
as you should.
Yes, it is wonderful.
That's
So
fantastic.
You
Well-
have to wait for phase 3 because your entertainment.
Yeah, phase 3,
Yeah.
phase 4, because it's very it's a very intimate experience.
Gotcha.
We everybody sits around and they've got their own chocolate and their own centers that they're working with, but it is very close, and
Sure,
you know
sure.
you want to taste it
Oh,
as
of course,
you're making
of
it.
course. So no online version?
Haven't been able to come up with an online version that I felt truly carried on
The essence of
what it is that I want. I mean, it really is a soft touch kind of adventure.
I get you.
Yeah, and one that we can go year round. I love it that I can adjust to the holidays. And so we just have a lot of fun with it. Everybody has a lot of fun with it. A lot of laughs are had, and everybody goes home with a very nice box of chocolate that they made themselves.
It's
And
fantastic. True testament here. I can tell everybody that it is a wonderful box of chocolate. I've eaten it. I didn't make it, but I've eaten it. How's that?
good.
Perfect.
Thing that always amazed me is the vast ages that were doing it.
Exactly. From 5 to 105.
Yeah, so kudos to you for nailing that, because that is not always the easy part. Finding your audience is sometimes the challenge, and it seems like you've done that, Monty.
Well, the thing I like about it is that you can have people of all ages at the same time.
Yep.
So it's not, everybody can work at their own level as to how they want to do it, but it really is something that grandparents and parents and kids can all do together, and it really does do a great job of bringing people together. I've used it for team building events at Facebook and a couple of other places in Seattle. Thoroughly welcomed.
I think that sometimes traditions get lost as we evolve as human beings. And sometimes people don't want to put the work into it. But I happen to know a family that took your chocolatiering class, and that is what they do. That's their thing, and they carry on that tradition. So
Good.
Super proud to know somebody in the industry doing things like that are giving little hopeful things for their future, and building blocks for families. It's a
the world will be a better place the more candy makers we can get into it.
Well, it'll be sweeter. How's that?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Lots of smiles and laughs to be had.
That's
Fantastic.
right. Well, Monty, hopefully that wine tasting and chocolate making class will be here. Maybe, let's say, Valentine's Day.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I could do it at Valentine's Day. Yeah.
I'd like to see that happen. And we really appreciate you coming on to Renton Live with us. And hopefully we'll catch back up with you and see what you and the big cheese is up to down the road. How's that?
There you go. I look forward to it. Thank you very much for this opportunity tonight.
All right.
Thanks,
Well, you
Monty.
take care, Monty.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Fun.
Fun. So I think, David, I would eat all of my
Creations?
yeah, I think I might. Or there might be
Absolutely.
a little bite taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love, to make that, and then I know I would eat it all.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of these ornately decorated cakes, and I think
Right.
it's basically you're eating art, and I'm all for it. I think it's cool. He's our own Willy Wonka.
Yeah. Our own Willy Wonka. Renton has his own Willy Wonka. Shut the front door. That's amazing.
He needs to give out a couple golden tickets. He gets back into the flow, and there's always room for a scavenger hunt or something fun to do. I know.
My wheel, right? Hold on.
I know. It never stops. This is more than a hat rack.
Yes, it is. That's some good stuff. Well, it's that time.
Chamber check-in. Let's do it.
Chamber checking.
Chicken.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. There she is.
Hey, chamber chicken.
Oh, Renton, we're so weird. Thanks for joining us.
Isn't that what makes it so wonderful? Everyone is so unique.
Absolutely. Hi, Diane. What's up?
Hi, you guys. It was so nice to see Monty. Monty has been a longtime Renton resident. He lives around the corner from my parents. And between you and I don't know that my dad knows Monty's first name. He is just the Candyman.
Nice.
Oh,
The Candyman.
oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's super unique. I mean, I think, just reading his about section on the, traveling chocolate company and seeing he was, a chocolatier for 28 years. I mean, what a profession. For those of us that are stuck working in cubes, wow.
Right?
Dang, I chose the wrong thing.
We did it all wrong, people.
I know, it's amazing. Like, wow, a chocolatier. So cool. Anyway.
And his chocolate is wonderful. He has done his chocolate making at our neighborhood picnics. And also I have visited him when he's done partnerships with Christy down at River Valley Cheese. And it really is a fun time. Super personal and super fun.
Yeah. I mean, if he shows up in a jack-o'-lantern blazer, you're in store for an enjoyable night. I love it.
Yeah, and that's Monty. That is his personality, and it is absolutely contagious and exciting and fun to be around. He makes every moment special.
Awesome. Cool.
He does.
So what do we have at the chamber? We have, let's see, upcoming tomorrow, October 8th, we have community conversations with DESC. DESC is the Department of Emergency Service, Downtown Emergency Service Center. And that is the organization that generally runs the shelters in downtown Seattle. But for the sake of everyone's safety and slowing the spread of the virus, they opened a de-intensification facility here in Renton, and they removed individuals out of a congregate living arrangement, and they have the facility here. And we have an opportunity, as we have, for community conversations with businesses and neighbors and representatives from DESC to talk about needs, challenges, wants, any kind of questions that might come up. Part of the conversation, and it's been great, and we have learned that there's needs, pants or socks, or we had an incredibly generous donation of art supplies and writing utensils that DESC reports. The supplies have helped them continue their GED program through Seattle Central. We have connected them with the King County Library Service, who made a very generous donation of hotspots for their guests to use during the time. There is an impact on surrounding businesses as a result. And what we want to make sure that businesses know is that there is a mitigation fund that is available through King County. So if they've incurred any expenses or impact as a result of the same, please reach out to the chamber and we can put you in touch with the submission process for the for that mitigation fund and account.
Hi, Diane.
Oh, am I frozen?
No. I'm just naturally having a good time. Oh, my spider. I'm having a great time. Keep going.
Yes.
You're not frozen.
Okay. Another thing that's coming up, October 21st is our deadline for pumpkin submissions. So we are encouraging people to decorate, paint. We have different categories, decorated, kids 12 and under, teens 13 to 17, adults over the age of 18, business theme, and Renton theme. So show off your pumpkin carving skills. Send in your pictures by October 21st to info@gorenton.com. This is sponsored by the Renton Chamber of Commerce, Renton Live, and Visiting Angels. There are prizes, so get your pictures in. A great opportunity to decorate and get into the Halloween and holiday spirit with your family.
Fun. And we announced the winners on October 28th. Right?
Sounds
Michelle?
perfect.
Ooh, I like it. I'm digging that. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Let's see, another chamber event is on November 12th. We have Ahead of the Care. what we have, we've always known how important our healthcare industry is, but especially during COVID and this pandemic. And we have come to appreciate that healthcare professionals are truly our first line of defense and serve without thought or regard. And so this is an opportunity for you to nominate your healthcare professional, whether it be your doctor, your dentist, a nurse. Maybe it's security or reception at a facility that you go to. Every part of a care team is equally as important in that compassionate and care experience that you receive. And Renton has an outstanding growth in the medical industry. We have some big medical names here. It is sponsored by Kaiser Permanente. Kaiser is a fantastic contributor and part of the community, and we're excited to partner with them to say thanks to those care professionals.
That's fantastic.
We also have, again, thanks to Evelyn at Bellevue Embroidery and Bellevue Embroidery and Envy Imprints. She has created signs for people. You can pick them up at the Renton Chamber, put them in your yard, put them in your business. Thank you, heroes, doctors, nurses, first responders, volunteers, essential workers, and a reminder to support and shop local with small businesses and services.
Sorry, I was leaning in because I was trying to read the sign. And then Jennifer's making fun of me.
No,
You should.
I should make fun of you, but I was reading the sign. Evelyn, she's always very good about supporting local, Renton local everything. So shout out to her. Woot.
Yep, she's been on the show before, right?
Yeah. So she has had a business in Factoria Mall for years.
Yes.
But she has been she lives in Renton. Her kids are in the Renton School District. And she has been, as Jennifer, you said, one of the greatest supports of the Renton community, the first one to step up, to be involved in the PTA, to donate to causes. She's active and involved at all the events.
Yes, she is a true Rentonite through and through. I had the pleasure of, teaching her children in preschool and along in other recreational opportunities, and that family really comes together. So I always felt great support by her. So every town needs a Evelyn, that's for sure.
They do. Yeah, I coached Leon when he was in high school. He was on my swim team, and he was an absolute delight. And then finally,
we can't be that old.
Here's our, what'd you say?
She said, we can't be that old.
I said, there is no way we can be that old.
Oh, we're not. The kids get older, not us, Jennifer.
Yeah.
No.
And then finally, our big ask. We have, not to be Debbie the Downer, but as of last weekend, we have had at least 45 businesses that have shuttered and shut their doors. And whether some are for temporary, holding out until the next phase, and hopefully their opportunity rolls forth to open those doors again, some are forever. And COVID has been absolutely indiscriminate. It has wiped out sole proprietors, small mom and pops, to some of the biggest corporations that we would not have anticipated their doors closing or seen the magnitude of loss that they have sustained. Our Renton community is strong and our community is proud. And this is an opportunity for our community to chip in, with the thought that if everybody chips in a little, no one has to do a lot. The city of Renton gave away $1.4 million in CARES Act funding to business grants, and that was able to fund approximately 180 business grants. We had over 360 applications, and those were businesses that qualified per the requirements of the grant. There were a number of businesses that didn't qualify for application. Maybe they were too new. We have a lot of, if you look at our downtown core in particular, we had a lot of new businesses that have been there less than 2 years, and they don't qualify for that same funding, for that same support, the same federal support that is there and available. So the chamber, with the support of the city, with local philanthropist Gerald Smiley, who is the founder of Chip In, have started a fund where our community can chip in. And the thought is, if everybody chips in an hour of time at state wage of $13.50 an hour, what may seem a little to me to chip in can add up quickly. And so we have a population of 104,000. If we had half of our community members chip in $13.50, that would take us well over our goal of $500,000 that we're trying to raise to help businesses pay their rent, keep their employees, keep their lights on, and keep their dream alive. What people don't realize with a small business when it shuts the doors, a lot of times their houses are tied into that, their cars are tied into that, their children's education, their inventory is their retirement, and their business is their livelihood. So when that door closes, it's not only closing a door on a dream, but closing a door on a lot of opportunity, not just for that family, but the employees that they employ, as well as our community as well. So this is an opportunity for our Renton community to chip in and show those businesses the support they really need right now.
Wow. Who came up with the chip in concept?
That is Gerald Smiley. And it is very similar to another fundraising platform, but it is what I would say a greater synergy between business, community, and cause, and very much community driven. Gerald was a baseball player and has given his life since playing ball to being a philanthropist and giving back to his community on so many levels. He was and I think we're going to hear from him next week. You may have seen on the news the efforts to purchase computers for all of the kids in the Federal Way School District. Yep. That was Gerald. The Rainier Beach baseball, when the baseball team was revitalized, that was Gerald. So he is out in our community doing a lot. And when he heard about some of the plight of some of the Renton businesses, he contacted the Renton Chamber and said, "Let me help." And so this is the way he's doing it.
Thanks, Gerald.
Yeah, thank you, Gerald.
Really, that is fantastic. Although those statistics, that's a little gut wrenching. I just you know what's bad, but when you hear it, it's that's terrible. So I mean, hopefully we can get this campaign, get some good legs underneath that, and we will overcome and overachieve. I'm interested to follow this and to find out where to help, how to help, and where do you make the donations? Where do you contribute?
I think we are going to post the link into the chat boxes as to where the donations can be made. And it's a really user-friendly platform.
Cool.
And
love it.
Maybe you're not in a position to donate, then share the word. Share to others that opportunity exists. We are doing a fantastic job as a community of staying home and staying safe. And that is number one, what is most important. So this is a way, especially for those people that are choosing to stay home, that you can support those businesses without leaving the safety and comfort of your home, and giving back on a major level.
That's fantastic. Well, I look forward to the opportunity to share. That's for sure. What a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah. Fun. What else?
Right.
Anything else, Diane?
There I go, Debbie Downer on the back of a chocolate man and a pumpkin jacket.
I think it's Diane Downer.
I think so.
Yeah.
Diane Downer. I have a cute dog.
Okay. All right.
Wah, wah.
Well, fun.
How about this?
No, but really, it is an honor. It is an honor to serve in my position, and it is to be a champion for business and have the opportunity to do this and say, Renton, now is the time that our businesses need us. We need to step up. Our businesses are the lifeblood of our community, and like we talked about with Evelyn at Bellevue Embroidery, You don't see those big boxes stepping up when our kids need support for our baseball teams, when our high schools need sponsors for their DECA programs.
Right.
When we need them, our businesses are there for us. And now it's the time that our businesses need us.
I couldn't agree more. And I, also I have a strong belief in this, is that if we let these doors close, people will think that there isn't a reason to come here. And there's many reasons to come here.
You bet.
We're all in this together. Everybody that lives here, whether you're passing through, and you're stopping to have a burger, things like that. Sure, that helps, but all of us that are living here needs to support what has been brought here for our benefit, for sure.
Yep.
And Swanee and Paris, what a great example of a way to help businesses.
Right?
If you're out visiting a business, share, write a review, talk about that business, share what your experience with your neighbors, especially those businesses that you see going above and beyond to keep their customers safe. Businesses are trying, businesses are pivoting, and it is a wonderful thing to see the way people are stepping up in the community, like Paris and Swanee. So thank you guys to the, what is it, Renton and Beyond blog, for all that they're doing to draw attention to businesses. It's really, what a cool thing.
I agree.
Very cool. Sorry, I had to cough.
Anything else?
No, that's all I've got. You guys let me go on with a whole lot of really important information. So thank you very much. And
you're the boss.
Thanks for what you guys are doing. You guys are amazing. And I'm proud to be a part of your team.
Hey, thanks.
Right back at you.
Cool.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm going to look at it this way. I'm not going to think that was Diane Downer. I think that she delivered this statistic.
No, for sure.
That lift up of how we can help. So hello. He's a saint, right?
Good news or bad news. I like the truth.
I like the truth.
I can take the bad news. Yep. I can take the good news. Just shoot it straight and we'll deal with it.
And I love the thought that if you can't contribute financially, spread the word.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that. Woo, that was an action-packed show, but we got one more guest.
We do.
Hey,
and then
I couldn't help but notice.
I know.
That album cover behind you.
I know.
I know. We can't. I mean, I don't want to do any more bad news, but
hey,
right.
Van Halen. I had I have older siblings. So my siblings are 8 and 10 years older than me. I'm mid 40s. And so I grew up, listening to these guys. I still remember seeing the 1984 album cover and just being mesmerized by this cherub smoking a cigarette. I'm 8.
Yeah.
And that is the age when everything had memories. Like I remember the first Super Bowl party at my parents' house and all this jazz, but
it's a hard one.
Buddy, you're a legend and I miss you for sure. And, just a little bit of respect for Van Halen.
I love it. And I appreciate that. That was my band. 1984 was my first concert. I think I blushed when David Lee Roth came on stage. But truth be told, I was mostly there for Eddie. So
first concert. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was my first concert.
Wow. Mine was UB40.
Yeah. No, I'd be 50.
I know you're 50, but I'm saying the band that I saw.
Oh, got it. All right, let's get back. No more shenanigans. Yes.
Okay.
All right, our last guest. Wow, it's a big one. We have Lynn Bohart from the Seattle Film Summit. We have a fun clip to share. So before we bring Lynn out, if we can cue that up and roll it. Lynn. We might have.
Well, that was Lynn with the Seattle Film Summit. Thanks for enjoying the show. Joking. Technical difficulties is what we're all about, and we adapt.
That's right.
I don't know what that was, but hey,
Nope. But when you we.
That's right. That's right. So, do you know what Seattle Film Summit is?
Myself?
Yeah.
I do. I'm not 100% in the know, but it's more of an independent style production, correct?
Well, I think it's like I've never attended.
Okay.
And so I could totally be misspeaking here, and I apologize to Seattle Film Summit. But I think it is celebrating, all your Pacific Northwest, actors, writers, directors, so they're featuring, I think, full-length films, short films, screenwriters, the whole nine yards. And again, it's, all focused here in, the old Pacific Northwest. So I also know it was founded by, Ben Andrews, who's a former guy on good old Renton Live. So he's deeply involved in that. And I know that, and I'm spitballing here, and I know that, last year, 2019, was a big success. I think it was their most attended show.
Yeah, like 700 attendees.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So.
Cool. There's more than just Pacific Northwest people. So all sorts of names. Oh, no. So it looks like we had a little bit of technical difficulties. And, we're just going to roll with the punches. I do know that it's all virtual this year. Like they said, it's intergalactic. And so I think there's still, being that it's all, virtual, I'm assuming there's still tickets available. I believe it's $100, and it gets you access to 3 weeks of their programming. And then I believe you also have access to that same programming for, X amount of months after.
Right.
And then I believe there's a student discount. I think they also have
November 1st.
Yeah. Yep.
$75 for the student discount. So
Yep.
that's
And then
significant. Yeah.
So it looks like Seattle Film Summit, it's combining, art and businesses of filmmaking, to advance the funding, creation, distribution of stories that, reflect, the thriving and social aware film culture that surrounds, the world and the Pacific Northwest. And I think it's a solid program for anybody that, is trying to figure out how to become a screenwriter or how to get into this trade. And, it's kind of something I've also looked into doing to expand my video creation. So, I'm on the fence. Being a kind of an unemployed guy is, money's a thing. But I also know that Lynn is, she's an author. Looking at the Seattle Film Summit webpage, you can see who their, board members are. And, her description talks about, I think she wrote a Mercer Island, like, ghost series that was quite successful. And, she's still in the creative realm. And, I that was one of my questions is, what are you writing right now? So, again, you can still buy tickets to attend the Seattle Film Summit, which if you're thinking about jumping into this realm or you're already there, scoop up a ticket, enjoy all the content they have online from, full table reads, the whole nine yards. So it's all online. Give it a go, check it out. And hopefully, it's a success for them, because I think if it's a success for them, it's a success for this area in general, which we need. So kudos.
And good job. Thank you for that.
Me?
Yes, excellent job. So,
well, hey, when you do a show like this, it pays to try to do a little bit of study time on who's coming on the show. But I have known about the Seattle Film Summit because I am friends with Ben, and it's something that interests me, and I think it's something that would be good for me to attend, because I want to expand video creation further and see what can happen. I'd like to make something next year and try to submit it to a film festival, but who knows?
I think that's fantastic. I love that you're
goals.
You're inspired by that. That makes me happy. And Lynn is a speaker at this summit this year, correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm sure that she is. I mean, I know that she's involved in many facets of the film summit. Yeah. So I would not be surprised that is the case, that she's a speaker.
She's probably delivering some of her expertise.
Yeah. So that was my freestyling spitball of Seattle Film Summit. And if I missed anything, I apologize. I'll make it up next time. I mean, I'll do a better job next time. I won't make it up.
Well, hopefully we have time to have them back maybe sometime in the future, or we can check in with them after November and see how their virtual summit has gone, and
I think we can do that.
Yeah, I think
we can easily do that. Why not? So what else?
Well,
Jen?
the lovely clock on the wall says that's about all we can do tonight.
Cool. We have one, we had an ask last week.
Oh, bada bing. Yes. A call to action.
And that ask still remains, that we're going to do something fun for the October 28th episode. So kind of looking at a circus theme. So again, if anybody has, some old fun things, props that they, let us borrow, we're looking for crates or old rope, or did I say crates? Because that's the only thing I can remember.
A wagon wheel. And wooden poles, barrels.
Yep. And this is just to use as props. So we're not going to use your rope to lift anything up. We just are looking for props. So if anybody out there in Rentonville has some things that they let us borrow, drop them off at the chamber, or send an email to, I remembered it, I didn't really remember it. I wrote it down, info@renton.com. And, to say,
Go
hey,
Renton.
I've got cool things. Go Renton. Dang it. This is like the 7th time I've hosted the show and I can't get that right. So info@gorenton.com. Is that right?
Renton, I really need that rope, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. So anyway.
How's that?
Cool. That's the show. So
that's the show. We're glad you were here. We hope you had fun. We had some amazing guests. We'll catch back up with Lynn. And a little spider sat down beside her and scared Miss Muffet away. There's your spider. All right. From us at Renton Live, have a good night. Thanks for watching.
Cheers, everybody.
25.
Adios. Ci vediamo presto.
Shazam.